Hello, everybody. Welcome back to PolyNerdic Plays Gone Home on the Xbox One. If you listen to or watch the original episode, first episode, and heard my spiel, you know I'm playing this tonight because I want to play something a little low-key and not action-oriented, and this game is certainly that. One could argue it's kind of dull. I'm enjoying the story, but I can see why a lot of people wouldn't. Especially since the game is built around just wandering around, finding little bits of information like that. I can see how it would not appeal to a lot of people, but I'm enjoying it, and we're making progress. We've pretty much figured out that her sister, the main character's sister, let's go back downstairs so I'll show you, because I forget her name too. Whole purpose of the story, if you have not seen anything prior to this, is you return home from college abroad, and no one is at home. Here's your family. You're this short little lady up here. I say short because look what her eye level is to this cabinet here. And she's shorter than this lamp. But that's you. You're Katie. Sam, you keep finding stuff about Sam. Sam appears to be in love with another young woman named Lonnie. Mom here, Jan, is a forest ranger who signs are certainly pointing towards her having a little fling, or at least a crush on her coworker. And Dad's a failed author who, based on the timeline of what I've found here, is hasn't been published since the mid '70s. So we're looking at 20 years or so, or roughly 20 years since he was published. And that might be what's causing the little rift there between Mom and Dad. We found some stuff that points out that their marriage is kind of faltering, like they do. I'm not saying that every marriage needs to end in divorce, but there are definitely signs of some trouble there. Pretty normal signs of trouble, the sort of trouble that all relationships have at one point or another. And that's where we're at in the story. We just successfully completed her locker combination, so now we got to... hold on. See, as you go through, you find these journal entries. You find things that reveal Sam's backstory. You find all these little hidden compartments and stuff. Here, her combination is 051. So. Nope. There we go. This must be Lonnie. Yeah, that's Lonnie. Crazy. Other than the red hair, she resembles a woman I used to work with. Not a very well liked woman I used to work with.
Lonnie came over today, but everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me.
Stole clothes?
Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Yep, confirmation received that Sam is a lesbian and in love with Lonnie. Also, I think the story that we just read at the end of the last installment where she wrote a story about the main character. She has been writing the story about this adventurous lady. I don't know what to call her. A woman who adventures. And been writing these stories about this character since she was like in the 2nd grade. And then there was one hidden in a panel from that she wrote at 9th grade where the basement key. It says basement. So where was the basement on the map? Obviously downstairs. Yeah, over here in the hallway there was a story that involved the first mate being turned from a guy into a woman. So I think she was feeling herself out there a little bit back in the 9th grade. Which seems like about the right time for such discoveries to be made. I think this is Lonnie, isn't it? Yeah, that's Lonnie. Make sure there's nothing in any of the side compartments there. I think we're on our way to the basement, aren't we? Yes, we are. Cool. No sprint button. There needs to be a sprint button. Down to the basement. There needs to be a light switch up here. Basements are creepy. Bag of potato chips. Put that there. Here's Samantha. Their relationship is obviously silly. Yep, they were in love.
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around... Well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone, or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
I'm gonna say in the early 90s that would be a completely different thing than today. All things considered. Fucking game goes out of its way to be creepy, doesn't it? Oh, it's a backwards check mark. That drives me nuts. Or is it a right-facing check mark? Never mind, that's a right-facing check mark. The other way is the one that is awful. Hey, that's that thing. Alright. Creepy basement trek now. Furnace is working. Hey, she made it a creative writing program.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing. And I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for?
Yeah, dumb Sam.
I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Damn, it's kind of, wow. It's kind of a dick thing that he said there. I mean, honest, but... on the back now. So mom's not from this country, she's Canadian. Lots of newspapers.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, you didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl. But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
Yeah, more crappy music. God, the music of this game sucks.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
All right. Close that. Secret compartment back here. Secret passageway. That's already on. Where does this go? Sonic Youth. I know who they are.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Well. Stop. The stupid damn control stick wanting to scroll. Where the hell am I in the house? Oh, I'm behind the locked door. That's where this is. Interesting stuff up here. Not finished in the basement though, so let's do that. Don't know what that is yet. There we are. Couldn't find my way out of there for a second. Alright, so we got a safe down here that we don't know the combination to. Can't turn that. Aha! Into the guest bedroom. Interesting. It's an interesting house they found. Oh, the tape cassette. Probably more awful music here. Let's. Yep. Fuck. Everything in this game sucks music-wise. She's not gonna take it because she wants to bone the other dude. That's what I'm gonna gather out of that. This area of the house is all for the skull that's in the hallway. So this area is all closets, it looks like. Except for this room that immediately made me a liar. This has a closet sliding door on it. Dining room. In trouble.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them. Because they're in for one very long phase.
Yeah, I imagine that's rough. And then Mom's over there fucking diddling. Oh. Well, fuck their mom. Now, granted, I have personal bias here, but like I totally understand where the dad comes from. Like I have a hard time not giving up on my creative works too. And I imagine if you've been published and then it's been 20 years since that happened, it's got to be hell. Gotta be hell. Mom's just leaving notes laying around. Get that down there. Okay, that means I'm gonna find another tape of shitty music somewhere nearby. Yeah, here we go. Let's watch this. Fucking music in this game is garbage. Get here. Paperback.
Daniel finally came over to get his game. I'd been dreading it. But he brought this story with him that I wrote when we were little. I started reading it, and then there I was, crying at the kitchen table. He asked what was wrong, and I was thinking about how we used to be friends, how much I'd taken for granted. But instead, I told him about school, and Dad, and Lonnie. And then how sorry I was that I wasn't his friend anymore. He gave me a hug and said it was going to be okay. For some reason, I almost believed him.
Just interacting things for the sake of interacting with them, I guess. I can open and close things. That means I have to open and close things. Garage. Is that what this feels like? Oh, brand new editions. Oh, that's awesome. Good for their dad. 20 years on, his work finds an audience. Fantastic. Okay, that's where Mom and Dad are. They're up camping. Hey. I need to get a new controller bad. This fucking controller scroll shit. Alright, so what am I missing? Top loading washer? Hey, a note. Aw, they broke up. Ish. That's where they're at. Dead reading a book called Accidental Human. Take it. Oh no.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried, and she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning...
Oh no! Damn it.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep.
No,
When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
That was dumb. I accidentally ended the damn thing. That was stupid of me to fucking do that. Oh, come on, just let me go over there.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried, and she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone. Oh my God. Katie, I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
Cute, reckless young love. Kind of adorable if it wasn't always so fucking tragic. This the end?
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again.
That's
someday.
it?
Love, Sam.
No, crappy music. Oh my God, let me skip it. Thank God. Whew. So that was it. Hour and 40 minutes. Not bad. I expected better. That's one of those things again where, you know, everyone tells you a game's amazing. You gotta play it. It's a must-play game. So on and so forth. And then you play it and it's like, oh, I guess it's alright. So that was Gone Home. Gonna sign off now, and since it's almost 8 o'clock, prepare myself some dinner, relax a bit before work, and then I'll be on another time in the future with more streaming, probably Wednesday. I don't think we can get around to it tomorrow. Thank you for watching. This has been PolyNerdic Plays Gone Home. Interesting thing they did here. Glad I never paid $20 for it, though, because it certainly was not a $20 game, in my opinion. Not even 2 hours, and not that satisfying. So, not a $20 game. Excellent freebie. I'm hoping Tacoma plays better, because that'll probably be the next thing we stream. As I take a quick break from the Uncharted 4 streams. But once again, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out PolyNerdic.com for my weekly podcast, my reviews and opinion pieces. PolyNerdic on Facebook and at PolyNerdic on Twitter for the social media stuff. PolyNerdic on Instagram for the occasional photo. And PolyNerdic on YouTube or twitch.tv/PolyNerdic for the video game footage stuff. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.